Hey guys, it's Camtendo, your source for all things Nintendo, and I know I've been gone, let's not go there. But we are going to talk about some things, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. We're going to start off with a bit of an explanation as to where I've been this past month. Laptop hunting and school, and I figured I would prioritize my grades over YouTube, but also laptop hunting. It's been really hard to find a new laptop for you guys, and I actually got one. You guys are listening to this and seeing the footage that I have on a new laptop. So yeah, I know I missed out on a lot of things like the Sora announcement and Animal Crossing and Bayonetta 3 and that entire direct, but I'm gonna list and give some of my thoughts on that just to, catch myself up to speed as well as tell you guys my thoughts on that. And yeah, we're gonna start things off with probably the direct stuff. First thing we're gonna start off on is, if I remember correctly, I'm only gonna focus on the big things, by the way. I remember correctly, they started off the direct with a remake of a game that I've heard a lot of people like, and I just turned 20. I don't know what that game is. It looks really fun, dog. I think I'm gonna buy it, try it for myself. But I remember that they showed off Hyrule Warriors DLC, which again, I don't play Hyrule Warriors. I'm not much of a Warriors fan. The game was fun, but I wasn't that into it, and my brother liked it a lot more, so I gave it to my brother. Other than that, they also showed off the new Kirby game, which I told you guys about. I told you guys we were gonna get a new Kirby game, and yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be the big open world Kirby game that people were expecting, which is understandable because Kirby has always been a 2D type of series, so of course they weren't gonna take a giant leap. Like even with Mario and Zelda, they both had their 3D games before jumping into the big open world step like we had, Ocarina of Time before we got Breath of the Wild. It would make sense for, us to go from like Link's Awakening and then jump into Breath of the Wild. Like that doesn't make any sense. I know I just skipped a bunch of games in between. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, they also showed off the new Splatoon 3, the Return of the Mammals. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold, so I'm still like recovering. But yeah, they also showed off the new Splatoon 3. It looks really good, and I like the concept of mammals returning and wanting to become, the new dominant race, I'm assuming, because if I remember at the end of the Oxford expansion, they also brought up something with the humans, and there was that whole robot that wanted to reverse the world back to how it was with humans roaming around. And I'm really liking the lore. They're going deeper into the lore this time around, it seems so, and those weapons look pretty broken. Another thing I can recall was we got Mario Tennis updates, which I'm not a big fan of Mario Tennis, so that was pretty cool, but it wasn't for me. We also got something about a new Mario Party, which that's really cool. I think it's coming out this upcoming Friday. At the time of me recording this, I'm recording this, and it might be uploaded on a Sunday or a Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. I've lost my training schedule. But yeah, it seems that we're gonna get a new Mario Party coming out on Saturday. I think they shut that off at E3 too. I'm not sure. I'm not a big Mario Party guy. I don't have that many friends. They also showed off the announcement for the Animal Crossing thing, which we're gonna get into that later in the video. That direct happened on my birthday, so that was a great present for me. They also showed off, yeah, we make to the Bayonetta 3 segment. The Bayonetta 3 part, oh my god, I lost it. They psyched us out with the Astral Chain, dog, and I thought we were gonna get the sequel to Astral Chain because I love Astral Chain, but they duped us in the best way possible. I wouldn't be upset if we didn't get an Astral Chain because we got Bayo 3. We've been waiting for Bayonetta since 2017. I believe Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Bayonetta are the only two games that were announced in that year to not be released in that year. Those are my most anticipated games from that year. Besides everything that's released, those two are my most anticipated games, and the fact that we're getting them so soon, that's amazing to me. I'm sorry. I'm really excited for those. So we're gonna get into a deeper discussion about Bayonetta 3. So yeah, let's do that. So yeah, like I said before, for the Bayonetta 3 segment, it opened up with like a monster attacking a city, and they had a lot of references to their past series. There was, of course, the Astral Chain dog. You even saw a banner or a sign, I don't remember correctly, but there was something that said Wonderful 101 as well. So they really wanted you to like get your expectations up for all of these series before Bayonetta swoops in and she's like, no, it's my time, it's my game. And I've seen a lot of theories around Bayonetta. First off, her design is amazing. Her new design, I mean, she is really looking like her original child self from the first game. Spoilers for the first game, but you do meet a little girl and it's later revealed that that girl is Bayonetta from the distant past, and she has the same hairstyle as her younger self in Bayonetta 1. And there's already been theories due to the fact that Bayonetta has a different voice actress. It's not the same voice actress from the first two games in Smash. That this Bayonetta is a younger Bayonetta, or it's the Bayonetta from the past that came to the future. I don't know, it's a lot to take in. But another thing that I find interesting is that the enemies designs, they don't look like angels from 2, and they don't look like demons from 2. They look to be something else entirely. Are they like aliens? Is Bayonetta fighting aliens now? Because first she was fighting demons and angels, and now she's fighting aliens. So I don't really know any other thing that that enemy could be other than something that's not from our world, besides the actual otherworldly. I'm assuming that these are intergalactic enemies instead of what we were used to in Bayonetta. So I also saw that she summons her demons more often now, which is awesome, because the demons in 1 and 2, you only really saw them like during quick time events, I believe, or the execution events, whenever you would finish off a boss or a hard or big strong enemy or a boss fight. Like I said again, she would summon her demons, and even in the case of Bayonetta 2, sometimes her demons would go berserk and they would be a boss. So it's really great to see that she's summoning her demons in a active way than before, because like I said before, she wasn't really summoning them all that often unless it was for a big event that transpired in the game. Now it seems like she's doing that as a part of actual gameplay. So I'm really excited to summon her hair demons and stuff. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Another thing is that the game is being directed by someone new who is a huge fan of the series, so I trust him. Going based off this trailer alone, he seems to know his stuff, and he seems to be doing a really good job so far. And they said that the game is already near completion, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was, considering the fact that it's been in development since 2017 and we're in 2021, about to enter 2022. I just wanted to talk about that bit of a segment with Bayonetta 3. I can't wait for the game, and I can't wait to see more news and updates on that. And next up, we're gonna move on to Sora in Smash Bros. Now, next up is something that made me really emotional when it happened. Sora being in Smash Bros was something I was constantly told over and 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 over again that he just wouldn't make it because Disney would never allow it. And to those people, I say, suck it. I was on my way to my public speaking class, and I remember that the Sakurai Presents was happening. I whipped out my phone before class started. I was standing outside the door watching the stream. I saw Sora, saw Mario pick up the fire. I thought it was going to be a Dark Souls character at first, and then he threw the fire turned into a keyblade unlocked the lock, Sora came out. I literally slid down the wall, like I was backed up against the wall, and I just slowly fell down with my mouth, like my hand over my mouth, and I was just like, oh my god. I had tears coming out my eyes, and people were looking at me and they're like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm better than okay. I am ecstatic. I'm losing my mind. I don't think I'll ever be the same after this. So Sora, to me, he is a depression lift. I don't know if you guys ever played Kingdom Hearts. I played every single game in the franchise, even the mobile games, even coded. But yeah, I really love Sora and the universe of Kingdom Hearts. It is an amazing series. I got the game when I was at a very I wouldn't say I was depressed. I was really bored. I was super bored. And the story of Kingdom Hearts, as complicated as people say it is, and as hard as people say the story is to follow, the story is amazing. The characters are so good. And to see that Sora, this character who's been through so much, has made so many friends who honestly deserve this, get it, was honestly the best way to end Super Smash Bros. So for that, I say thank you, Sakurai. Sora is amazing. And I saw that there are people upset that it's not Master Chief or even Jonesy from Fortnite, what? Or Doom Guy. And for those people, I say, how would an FPS fighter work like at all when he only knows how to like mostly shoot. I guess in the case of Splatoon, it's different because they're like really versatile and the crazy stuff they can do with like shooting the ink and going in the ink, and yeah, but I don't really see how much of an impact that an FPS fighter would have over Sora, a character that I honestly was expecting to make it if it wasn't for Sora, because I told you guys in my last video my expectations for Sora were completely down because Sephiroth is already in the game. Now we have the holy trinity of Cloud, Sephiroth, and Sora. Big Kingdom Hearts 2 reference, and if you count Hero, that's a holy quartet of Square Enix representation in Smash. But the character who I was honestly expecting to make it, if it wasn't gonna be Sora, I was honestly expecting Crash Bandicoot. If not Crash and Spyro, I'm honestly surprised that we didn't get them. So I'm gonna do a bit of a retrospective for a bit, but more of just how Smash was for me in terms of DLC fighters. I was excited for Banjo. I was neutral for Hero because I didn't play a Dragon Quest game up until that point. Now I have, and I love Hero. I didn't really care much for every fighting game character. I didn't care for Terry. I didn't care for Kazuya. Lost it for Steve. Byleth, again, I didn't care. I love Fire Emblem to death, but Fire Emblem fighters aren't, that's not it for me. The Xenoblade reps, Mithra and Pyra, I was super excited for them because I love Xenoblade too. Am I forgetting somebody? Like I said, I lost it for Sephiroth. And the rest, if I can't recall, then maybe they just weren't worth it. Either way, Sora's in Smash, and we're also saw that we're getting the Kingdom Hearts collection on Switch, even though they're going to be cloud-based gaming. I really hope that they change their mind and make it, you know, dedicated cartridges, because Kingdom Hearts is the one series that I can constantly replay over and over, with the exception of like one is a one or done twice maybe type of game, but 2 onwards I can play through those games. Now I won't even skip cutscenes. I will watch those cutscenes over and over. The gameplay is good, the story is good, boss fights are amazing, secret bosses are rage inducing. I still haven't beaten the final secret boss of 3, but yeah, I am so excited for Sora. I'm so happy. And the next thing we're gonna move on is the final topic of today's video, which is going to be the Animal Crossing segment, because I have thoughts. Thoughts. So we're moving on to the Animal Crossing segment, and guys, I am so excited, but I'm also a bit disappointed because of the DLC thing, but that's a different story for a different time. So they started off with Brewster, who, if you guys know me, I was super excited for Brewster. He was the one thing I wanted. He was dad of mine, constantly talked about, and now he's finally here. Next thing they showed off was Cap'n and Tortimer. They're also back, as well as people setting up shop in Harvey's Island, which I'm also excited about because I know a lot of people were kind of getting annoyed with having to boot up the game every day, wanting a specific item, having to hope that that particular character was at the town square that day. So I'm really excited for that, because now Harvey's Island has more of, you know, a purpose other than just being the amiibo picture place or the wedding place for summertime. Next up, we got Morning Stretches, which is, I believe, a reference to the GameCube game, which your villagers would go to the town square area. They will all just come together and do morning stretches. And this part is awesome because even non-villagers would do it too, like Brewster and Isabel, maybe Tom Nook, or Timmy and Tommy. Next up, we got the fact that you can expand your storage to 5,000. Personally, I haven't ran out of storage. I don't think I'm even close to running out yet because I don't really collect or use that many items, but for those that are running out of storage, you guys are gonna get 5,000. They also brought back cooking, which I believe that was only available in a certain holiday event, and it wasn't even utilized all that well because just brought it and somebody else cooked it. But I saw you can do gardens now with vegetables, which means that we're gonna have more variety with both fruits and vegetables. And I really hope that with the new islands and stuff we're going to be getting, that we can get, you know, the missing vegetables that were in not vegetables, but the missing fruits that were in New Leaf that aren't in New Horizons, like grapes, I believe, and starfruit. But we're going to move on. We got items that you can hang from the ceiling now, which is really cool because it makes your house have more variety. We got gyroids. Oh, they look so cute and they look so cool. I'm so excited for gyroids. And I saw that you can like plant them, collect them, and they do the jingles like like they used to. Oh god, I can't even process my excitement for that. Next up, you can add more to the number of inclines and bridges, which is great because there are so many places on my islands that look super off because there were supposed to be bridges or inclines there, and now that part of the island is inaccessible because I needed that for another part of the island, and my island just looks a hot mess right now. But I can finally finish my island and do the things I want to do with it because now we can increase our inclines. Next up, you have new fencing with more customization options, which is great. I wasn't really asking for that, but I'm glad we got that as an option. We have new reactions, which is also great, and we have new Nook miles, which this is a part of the direct I was really excited for because for those that know, I was building a amusement park on my island, and I saw that they had more like amusement park themed Nook mile items to redeem, and now I can finally finish my amusement park. It looks so bare bones. Now I can finally increase it, and I'm so excited to do that. Next up, we have a new item shed that you can add to also store your items in. So now you're gonna have a lot of space, too much space to put your items, as well as a ATM that you can put around the island to redeem your miles, so you don't have to walk into the town square every day to redeem items and get money from your bank account thing. Next up, we have KK Slider, who has more songs. We have a ladder item, which is so good because you can finally set up ladders around your island, so you don't have to like pull the ladder out of your bag every time, and that opens up more space for your items. Actually, you can just pull out the ladder. Well, not pull out the ladder, you can just go to the location where the ladder is and just climb there and do your business. It's awesome. Then we have Froggy Chair. Froggy Chair is back. That's it. That's the video. It's over. Froggy Chair is back. That's all that matters. But no, seriously, the update seems really great. I'm sure there are things that I missed out on, but those are just the things that caught my eye. And they said that this was going to be the last major update, which is sad because there are some things I think we could use and see more. Like, we haven't seen Booker and Copper. We haven't seen certain characters who I think would benefit more. Like, I want to see a return of that Chihuahua character that lives in the fountain. I know she's just a reference, but I really liked her as a character. I thought that she made a great dynamic, especially now that we can have fountains in the game. I figured it would be a cool reference for her to just pop out every now and then, you know, just to give your island more variety and more life, just to have her there as a reference or Easter egg. I know Katrina's back, so I'm just saying that would be really cool. Then the next thing they brought up was the DLC. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I've never really played Happy Home Designer. I saw in the DLC you can design homes for other villagers that are looking for a resort, which is really cool. You can design homes for these other villagers and you can build their home. Well, not really build their homes, but you design the inside of their homes. You get paid for it. They introduce new characters as well as new villagers, which segmented to the amiibo cards that are gonna come out that shows other villagers like Raymond and everything else, as well as introducing these new villagers. And some of these villagers look really cool. Like, there's this one like really smug hamster. My island's complete, but I would sacrifice somebody for him. But yeah, the big thing that made everyone upset is the price. And not really for the DLC, but for the overall Nintendo Online, which again, that's a topic for a separate video. This is the Animal Crossing segment. Like I said, I'm really excited and I'm really happy to be back. There's more things I want to do on this channel other than Nintendo. I had that like epiphany. Basically, I'm gonna do some Digimon content. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Digimon fan. I figured I would want to share that with you guys on the channel, maybe review the episodes of the newest anime, as well as unbox some goodies and go over some Digimon related things with you guys. So with that being said, this is it for this video. I just wanted to update you guys as well as talk about some of the things I missed while I was out. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and if you want to support the channel, make sure to check out my Patreon down below. Okay guys, that's gonna be it, and this is Camtendo signing out. See ya.